welcome to another stream of the Venerable Brotherhood. It is 6 o'clock on a Saturday, and as always, as recently, we'll be streaming The Witcher 2 again. Last time we were just in the middle of a battle. I left it on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but the second chapter had just begun. So let's get right into this brilliant fight we're in the middle of. Just as a reminder, we were engaged in a discussion between the King of Cadwin and a peasant uprising leader. And that conflict accidentally triggered an ancient magical spell that had been lingering upon the battlefield and started raising undead soldiers. So, let's get in on this. So, a few dead guys about. It's trying to take too much damage. I'm going to switch to core. Take more hits. And not actually take full damage. This is a long fight. So, next to us is the King of Cadwin, that we actually played as for a while, to fight a duel against the rebel peasant leader, and managed to beat her against that stone right over here, which then caused activated magic in the area. Learn more about that eventually, but as stated, this kind of entered the area in which I don't know too much. I know the basic storyline from what I played with the other version, but instead we're doing the other path. Ooh, you're a big un. Right. There are two big uns. Why are there two big uns? Yeah, you guys look like you're amalgamations of armor and shields. You are huge, and you have shields. That's brilliant. Okay, how to deal with you? Well, number 2 is being dealt with. You're distracted, so I'll use that to my advantage. But yes, I was talking about the fact that I won't know what's going on, essentially. To me, that's a very good thing. I won't be knowing all the story is all new to me. So we'll be discovering it together. It'll be interesting. I'm quite excited about it. Let's see if we can. Oop. Yep, you're still a shield user, so come on. You're dead. And you're being taken care of by the other two. Come on, boy. Stand down low. Just one left. You are called a drug breeder. Meaty, beefy, undead things. Good. That portion of the fight is over. It's her to join us. They're enemies. Just an explosion go off.
Ready! Stay close to me!
What the hell? Where did the sun go? It's an eclipse. Somebody cast it.
Brilliant.
We have to get out.
Oh.
Spectres are only susceptible to silver and spells.
We'll try to disperse the fog.
Am I not wielding my other blade? I don't know why Why am I wielding a club? It's odd. But Brilliant. So you set up a sweet spell that just kind of zaps all of them. Why didn't you do this beforehand? with your rooster
How many more can there be?
staff head. And this can't be very... This has to be very tiring for you, considering you're basically setting up a field that's just zapping any undead creatures. Again, you might not have done this beforehand because you might not have understood at that time what he was dealing with. Because magic is, like many other types of magic, it's very much of its own key. So, you're tired. Ah, no. You are being accosted by wraiths. So the wraiths are keeping you from casting, or keeping you from moving at least. So let's stop the wraiths.
It's Gnevisic's curse! She's out to kill me!
Stay close to me, sire. It's not far now.
Let's hope so.
I'm in the understanding of protecting the king.
It's Prince Dennis. He lives.
No.
So, yes, and the other faction is being held together by the legitimacy of the king that died in the cutscene. His son is the prince of this the other faction. He's working with the peasant uprising, but the peasant uprising is also essentially it's a freedom movement. The people are rising up to be free. That it also includes non-humans to get more liberty rights for dwarves, humans, well, not humans, but more liberties for dwarves, elves, and gnomes. Because within the current system, they essentially don't have it. Ah, more wraiths. Alright. Let's get rid of them. Wraiths. Go after the wraiths. The sooner they go away, the sooner the sooner we can move on.
The fog is dissipating. We're near its end.
I leveled up as well. Brilliant. That healed me as well. Then again, I wasn't paying attention to my health beforehand. Yeah. Go away now. But yeah, so this is an ancient battlefield that things did not end well. And a massive spell of essentially inhuman levels of power was unleashed for vengeance purposes. And it was so powerful that it's been lingering here. And that's where these specters are from. And why they're here, because of that spell. I'm sure we'll learn more about the spell as we go along. But many of his troops, King Hensel's, were involved in this battle. But so, some more wraiths. Hangers on. Why immediately locked onto that. But is that it? Yes. Alright. So, we should be able to continue on.
Guess they'll never learn.
I believe... I don't remember if it's Philippa on the other side as the other mage. Because Celia is here, and she's because she is the advisor to King Hansel. Through the mist. We've made it back to King Hansel's camp.
Death Mold, Sheeler, meet me in my tent. You're to explain what the hell happened there, and how we're to get rid of it.
As you command, Your Majesty.
I'll tolerate no delays on this matter, and summon all my company commanders.
Immediately, Your Majesty.
Corporal, I'd like you to watch the Witcher closely. He just pulled me from a magic hell, so I doubt he wants my head as he took fall tests. But I'll not have him wandering round the camp like some stray dog. Occupy him for a time, then bring him to my tent.
Sire, I must request an audience.
Later. I'll see my mages first, then the Witcher.
Ah, just lovely. And here I'd hope for a calm little war.
Know where I might wet my throat around here?
Roach, willing to vouch for this overgrown urchin?
He did not kill Foltest or Demavend, if that's what you're asking. You've got my assurance on that.
Good enough for me. Let's go then.
So, we're now in the, at least not on the kill list of King Henselt, because we risked our lives to save his. So we're in his camp, which is interesting. Come on, you guys can all walk through the door and, you know, close it as each and every one of you goes through it. It's always brilliant. Oh, it's downright dreary. Oh, but yes, the reason why it's such a important note to
Let's go.
get everything taken care of
Our
is...
armorer. Busy as ever with military commissions, but he'll take a private commission from time to time.
That's always brilliant. But the reason why it's such importance because it's directly in the path. It's this spell and that apparition that we walked through is now dividing the two war camps. So you cannot conclude the fighting between the two parties.
Ah, we're here at last. The canteen, the most important place in the camp. If you ever get bored, you should find a monster contract or two on the notice board.
Yeah. We can take a look at that now. Rot fiends. Rot fiends are nasty creatures. They need to be eliminated. Again, rot fiends are corpse eaters, and they're attracted most predominantly to battlefields as there are lots of corpses. Take that. Grand tourney in the arena. Oh man, there's an arena fight. Expert swordsmanship. Interesting. Look for more information on the holders of square coins. Square coins? Behalf of His Royal Majesty King Henselt, I hereby announce that a reward is offered for any information regarding the identity and whereabouts of holders of the so-called square coins. These men are traitors to our homeland. Whosoever is found to be aiding, abetting, or colluding with them shall be deemed an enemy of Cadwin. Discretion guaranteed. Interesting. Don't hide your head beneath a hood. Long hair, short wit. It's an old git. Oh, it's another armor. Interesting. So we're still following you, are we? No. I could talk to him, apparently convince him to lead me straight to the king, but he's giving me a nice tour of the camp. There's at least one dwarf in the camp. Looks like at least a merchant of some kind. It's a rather dreary day. I can't get the full scale of the place without it being a little bit clearer. I'm sure it'll clear up eventually and see it again. This must be the arena. Oh yes, I remember. The other.
Here's where the king organizes tournaments. All glamour, ceremony, noses and cocks in the air. Between those, we kill time thrashing about with swords, pikes, chairs, the works. Good stuff, no holds barred. They pay well too if you know who to talk to and who to bet on. Excuse me a moment, Witcher.
Okay, but in the other portion of the storyline, I actually snuck through this camp.
How did the fight go?
Stealth mission.
The nose for the Civic. You won again.
My gold.
You gonna bet on more fights today?
Of course. I'll come by later.
Yeah, I had to sneak through this entire camp as part of the other portion, so I'm very interested to find out the differences between the two storylines. Oh. Seems to be a prisoner.
See him, Witcher. Loosen his bonds a bit and he's liable to jump at your throat like a
Squirrel,
rabid mutt.
I'm assuming.
One of Yorva's Scoia'tael. How did you capture him?
Scouts found him wounded in the ravines. Someone massacred a small unit. The boy said it was a bloodbath, as if the Reaper just swung his scythe right through them. Whoever attacked them was very strong.
Any idea who it might have been?
No, but if they managed to ambush elves in the wild, I'd rather not meet them.
Right, Civic. Let's go see the king.
So yeah. Oh, I got an achievement for being a tourist. Huh, okay. But, yeah, so you'd essentially be following Yorvith here on the other storyline to be a member of the
We have bigger downpours than
the
big.
peasant
How's it
rising.
going, lads?
I can't feel me
Party.
plowing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some
We have
replacements?
bigger downpours.
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Ah, yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Civic.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha!
Okay,
A witcher!
so I am...
The king must have summoned him to fight the wraiths.
You think?
Yep,
I'm
I
certain.
am
they hire
free to
a
explore
witcher?
again. The king is obviously over there, but, you know, I can explore and find things that are not nailed down to have as my own. Bust cloth, it's always useful. It's a second tier crafting material. To spend a little bit of time finding out if there's anything useful I can make. It's been some time since we've looked to the blacksmith. Ooh. You are... Ah yes, original mirrors. Not perfect, because of the flowing technology, but still significantly better than anything. Or significantly better than not having a mirror. Let's see, these should be here as well, somewhere. So she should have her own tent, as most mages do. Most times people are not... they're not opposed to giving mages their own places, considering the things they tend to be involved in. Not usually considered natural. But, so, oh, gigantic awning. That should be the king's tent, with Celia out front. But, not done looting everything. Nah, these things will be a lot. And they'll be here if I need them later. But, just looting the place first, and then, oh, death mold.
Yeah. Death mold mentioned.
This must be death molds. Oh. An interesting book that we could check out. Talk to you.
Henselt awaits you. We shall
You don't
speak
have
later.
anything to say to me, though. I always enjoy the fact that you do have the ability to start and stop fighters with Ard and Igni, respectively. But have you explored enough?
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
Guardian.
In no small part thanks to you, Excellency.
I've helped you, yes. I trust I shan't regret it.
As do I. I wouldn't want to seem ungrateful.
Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Yeah, I don't really like him, but shame about Foltest.
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Matthias. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Yeah, Mages sometimes disappear.
Mages have a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you. Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask one more question, if I may.
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Marigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
So, Geralt has no idea if she's involved in anything, but I do. But that comes more with playing more of the game. It shall be revealed in time, so I'm not going to spoil that right now. But why does it interest you?
I'm not sure why the acquaintances of a sorceress would interest a Nilfgaardian ambassador.
Many things interest me. Art, for example. A very interesting statuette was delivered to me today. A peculiar piece. Elusive. Sensuous. It forces one to think. Even a monster slayer might not be indifferent to the beauty entrapped within.
Maybe, but I'm afraid I don't have time to admire art.
Do you have any other queries? I have some matters to which I must attend.
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
So,
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
and Lochmuin will be Chapter 3. It's interesting. That's a brilliant amount of foreshadowing. That's where we'll be headed to after our business is concluded here. But, yeah, what are you doing here exactly?
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
Ooh, always fun to do a Jedi mind trick.
I need to know
See if
everything.
it works.
Magic will not help you. I'm very well protected against such attempts.
He is not of weak mind. So, we're good. So, now that we've gotten the ambassador of the Nilfgaardian Empire out of the way, let's go meet the king. King! There you are. But you've got stuff. Talk to you in a second. I'm gonna rummage through your stuff, looking for money. So, one sec while I just rummage through your stuff. I already have enough of this stuff. That's not necessary. So, we could talk. Oh, let me just steal money off of your desk while you're at
Come
it.
in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Let's see here. Peace and quiet to clear my name, or justice? More to clear my name.
Peace and quiet, sire. I need to clear my name. Though I tend not to meddle in politics, this time I believe I have no choice.
You must answer quickly and unequivocally. You must be clear, Witcher. I'm in no mood for excuses hiding behind professional codes and trade secrets. Did you kill Foltest?
No.
Do you know who did?
Yes, I do.
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
He says we do, but Geralt still doesn't remember, so... Cool, I don't know.
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedwenny saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tarnasaville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Yeah, sure. If you pay me.
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
I'm sure he's gonna just love being at my beck and call. Oh yeah, it would be useful to have both of these information.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
So what activated the curse?
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
My son was killed during a hunt.
Anything strange or unnatural occur at the time?
A rabid boar ripped open his femoral artery. I witnessed it. An accident, nothing more.
The curse was activated today. I need to know why.
As we negotiated, a fight broke out. I killed a priest of Creve. Perhaps that.
Maybe.
So that might have something to do with it. You know, you did bash a dude's head on the rock. That seemed like it might be the focal point of the curse.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
Ooh. So you did some nasty things to a witch, and she, on her deathbed, she performed a very powerful piece of magic.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody, charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwennies and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
So, friendly fire. It sounds like a spell that she was not able to control.
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages.